Hello everyone, I hope you're all feeling well. Today we're going to start our new readers. It is called Stories from Shakespeare. This readers has 4 different stories inside, written by the famous William Shakespeare. First, I want to tell you what kind of stories you're going to study this term. These kind of stories we are going to study are called drama. What is drama? Drama, we all know, is the written form of a play which is acted on stage. We all know that actors act plays on stage and people or audience go to the theater to watch these plays. The written text or story of this play is called drama. The one who writes these plays is called a playwright. The writer of our drama or our reader this term is called William Shakespeare. Now I'm going to leave you with a little video about this writer. I want you to watch and then we're going to continue together.
William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon in England. His father John was a glove maker. His mother Mary was a farmer's daughter. He had 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters, and 3 younger brothers. William probably studied Latin, Greek, and history and left school when he was 14 or 15. 3 years later, he married Anne Hathaway. They had a daughter called Susanna and twins named Judith and Hamnet. Sometime before 1590, he left Stratford and went to London, the capital city of England. London's first theatre opened in 1576. Shakespeare worked in London as an actor and then started writing plays too. In 1593, the plague, a terrible disease, killed thousands of people, and theatres were closed. During this time, William started to write poems instead of plays. His short poems are called sonnets. Shakespeare helped build a new theatre called the Globe. It opened in 1599. It was round and had space for 3,000 people. At the Globe, some people stood in front of the stage and others had seats. The audience shouted, clapped, booed and laughed while they watched plays. Musicians created special noises to make the plays more exciting, and they had a cannon to make big bangs. No women acted in Shakespeare's time. Men and boys played all the parts. Shakespeare wrote comedies with happy endings, like A Midsummer Night's Dream. He wrote tragedies, which had sad endings, like Romeo and Juliet. His history plays are about kings and queens, like Henry V. Shakespeare wrote 38 plays, maybe more. He loved language and invented new words and expressions that we still use today. William became rich and famous. He had houses in London and in Stratford. He died when he was 52, on April the 23rd, 1616. His plays and poetry were very popular 400 years ago, and they are still popular today. People all over the world love his work because he wrote wonderful stories about very interesting people.
Okay, now let's continue. As we said, that this was written by William Shakespeare, and we know that it's called drama, and we watched this video about him. Okay, who is William Shakespeare? William Shakespeare is the most famous writer of plays in the English language. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, England, in England, of course, in 1564. His father, John Shakespeare, was quite rich, so William probably went to a good school. He had good education because his father was rich. Somehow he was a glove maker. In 1582, he married Anne Hathaway. They had 3 children. After that, Shakespeare started writing and acting in successful plays in London. His plays were very popular or famous, and he also wrote poems and songs. So he acted, and after that, he started writing poems. Some of them were called sonnets, and sonnets are short poems. By the year 1597, he became rich, and he was able to buy the largest house in Stratford. Shakespeare left London in 1610, and after that he lived in Stratford-upon-Avon with his wife and family. He died in Stratford on the 23rd of April 1616 at the age of 52. Shakespeare, the writer. Let's see who is Shakespeare, or who's the writer, or who's the playwright. Shakespeare wrote 37 plays. He wrote 3 different types of plays. Histories about the lives of kings and famous figures of history. Comedies which end with a marriage. Tragedies which end with the death of the main character or the hero of the play. Shakespeare also wrote plenty or a lot of poetry, and in 1609 published a book of 154 sonnets. And as I said before, sonnets are short stories. These are some of Shakespeare's famous plays: The Merchant of Venice, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Hamlet, and we're going to study it this term, Julius Caesar, and King Lear. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time.